race. On commentary, we've got Elijah and is it Momo? How you guys doing today?
Uh, Doing well.
I'm fantastic. How are you all today? That's great to hear.
I'm doing good, but I'm gonna leave you guys to it and set the runners off. And good luck, everyone.
All right, good luck. It looks like and we are underway here from what I can see.
Yes, we are.
So what is there to mention? We're testing settings for the new for the season 5 tournament, trying a lot of cool things. I see no Wind Temple, no Forsaken Fortress, right? That's pretty
Yep.
That's sort of like a mixed
I'm
gotta
gonna
get our hints in.
I was gonna write down the hints, but I wasn't set up to do it, so I guess I'm not going to.
I'm on it.
Windfall to Jalhalla, Windfall to Goma, Double Windfall Path, Islet is Dead, Dear Seated Tot G, Bomb Island is dead. Tot G goes to Goma. Oh, that's triple Windfall Path, actually.
Hold on. Islet is dead. Bomb Island. Needle Rock. Diamond Step. Gannon's Tower Maze for the Rupee.
Diamond Step is foolish. Bird's Peak. Of course, Bird's Peak gives a pair. That's fitting, isn't it?
True. Very true.
Pombe and Vera is dead.
All right. Well, I think I got about half of the hints. You said DRC was path, or Tot G was path to DRC, or DRC was path to Tot G.
Tower of the Gods is path to Goma, so.
Okay. All right. I got this the wrong way. Tower of the Gods.
Advo starting with Cliff Plat, and so is Koala.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think we have short side quests on, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, that makes a lot of sense because you kind of want to get like maybe a delivery bag or Picto or some letters before you go to Windfall, at least as much as you can. A lot of runners like to do Diamond Step early as well, but
Power Blazits on Tangle.
But we know that it is empty this seed, so. And a bow, hook shot on Tangle 2, and a bow on Cliff Plateau. That's a nice find for Advo.
You know, I'd take that.
Yeah, for sure.
Early any day of the week.
Honestly, same. Knowing Bird's Peak is empty, kind of nice. You don't have to worry about doing the storage on the top. Oh, we'll get another chance at our hints here.
And
Alex
I'm thinking
going for door cancel.
Well, that's good.
Something was path to Calademos.
Windfall. So Windfall is path to Jalhalla, Calademos, and Goma.
So we got Windfall as path to Goma, and Tower of the Gods is also path to Goma.
Meaning something's gonna lead to Grapple, and then my guess is Leaf?
Well, one of them is probably the Pearl, if I had to guess. And then there's like Grappling Hook or something in Tower of the Gods. Because the thing is, the only things that can be path to Goma are kind of either the... Oh, excuse me. The only things that can be path to Goma are Fire and Ice Arrows, Leaf, or the Grappling Hook, right?
Yeah.
So those are like the specific items. So you need something that leads to one of those things.
Familia makes a good point. It could be bow or bombs.
Yeah. It could be those. It could be either. Well, yeah, they have to lock grapple though. Is the thing,
Yeah.
right? It's something that leads to grapple. Since we know that since we got 2 Path to Goma hints, they're both leading to a grappling hook in some way, shape, or form. Or not both of them, but one of them at least.
Is that what Advo's doing?
I think he did it on accident.
I've been looking at Advo being like, I don't know if he like messed up or if that was on purpose.
I think he's trying to do Lenzo door cancel. There we go.
Ah, I see.
And Quala's going to be going for it as well. Windfall is, yeah, like everybody's saying, pretty loaded. Kind of interesting how we got a really early. But we also got delivery bags somewhere that I missed while trying to write down all these hints. Maybe Maggie, I guess. People do. Oh, it was a starting item. Oh, we started with delivery. Okay.
Oh, I didn't even know we were doing random starting item.
Same. But yeah.
Oh, you know what? ADN mentioned RDI, and I just didn't even realize what RDI meant. Or not RDI, RSI.
Me, that's always going to mean random starting island.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you there, Alexa.
But not that it's not, incorrect or whatever. I just it's just because that's what we've always it's just always meant, right? It's just
I love having Bomb Island hinted so often. I don't know what the chances of it being hinted are, but I get it hinted dead so often now, and it makes me the happiest person in the world because whenever that happens, I get power bracelets or bombs super early.
Yeah, that is nice. It's interestingly enough, this door cancel is not going great for Alex.
It is not.
Interestingly enough, the way that it chooses where to hint to Baron is basically based off of, from my understanding of how Tanjo programmed it in the dev build, is a place is weighted based on how many checks are there, based off of the square root of the total checks. So if a dungeon is Baron, it's about, not including Forsaken Fortress, right, because there's only 6 checks there. Including Arrow Mail, not including the boss. A full-size dungeon is about 3.5 to 4 times more likely to be hinted Baron, if Baron, than a place like Bomb Island. So, which kind of leads to be, if you get a bunch of Baron hints that are single locations being Baron, single check locations being Baron, it might mean that the multi-check places that you have left are a lot more likely to have things. There's an increased % chance based off of that. So if you don't get a Baron Private Oasis hint, that means you have almost a higher % chance of it being something, right? Because it has 3 checks, so it's more likely to be hinted Baron if it was Baron than Bomb Island.
I see.
Yeah, but only by a small margin. Dungeons is a sizable margin. Like I said, Dungeons is about 3.5 to 4 times more likely. But a 3-check location versus a single check location is maybe only 1.5 times more likely. So it's a bit almost metagamey. It's something you can do to sort of maybe get a slight edge, if you're thinking that way. But it's not. It's also, keep in mind, if you want to think that way when doing this, it's not guaranteed, obviously, right? It's still just percentages. Nothing is certain.
But I mean, understanding how it works will relatively make you a better player. So
Yeah, true. It's so there's a couple ways to think about it too. If you're talking about going from a being competitive standpoint, there's a few different ways to be more competitive. You can play the meta, right? If everyone is playing that way, then it's really safe for you to play that way as well, right? Because if everyone's doing it, then you can just do it too, and you're not really going to lose time to anybody because they're all doing the same strategies, right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely a very valid way to think about it. There's command melody. Yes, this is an interesting beginning because we're all sort of getting like sensory item receiving overload going on right now. We're just getting
Windfall
so
is
much stuff.
absolutely loaded.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I love hinted diamond step and getting a hook shot early. That's always nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. The windfall, it's seeming like kind of like them saying in chat, it's seeming like the one windfall path to Goma or Tachi path to Goma implies that something like Grapple is in Tower of the Gods, and then Windfall path to Goma implies that there was a pearl on Windfall, which we saw there was, that allows us to go into Tower of Gods. So, to get the item that's in Tower of the Gods, it's path to Goma. So, by extension, whatever the pearl on, it doesn't have to be a pearl, right? It could be something else, but the pearl. And also, Tuba makes a good point that the command melody could also be if whatever is. Did we get a path to Godin hint, or did we just get path to Goma hints?
I don't remember.
I thought we said we had Windfall to Goma and Tower of the Gods to Goma. But I could, if I misheard, then everything I've said has been just ridiculous. I also thought it was Goma.
Well, it's also very easy to misread Goma and Godin. So
true, they have like the same first three letters, and then
or how I like to call them, Go Mom and Go Dad.
that makes sense actually.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Well, I guess I can finish the point because whether it's true for this seed, it is true in general when you're thinking about the path hints, just in concept. But we might just have to send somebody back to look at the VOD, I guess. No.
Tuba,
no,
it was 3 windfall paths to something.
Yeah. Juba thought it was path to Godin. I'll just go check. I'll check. I don't mind going to check. I'm not all here. I could have misread. I'm saying I don't know what's going on. All right, hold on. We're gonna play this at half speed, and we're gonna rewind a little bit.
Oh, are you looking back in the VOD?
Yes, I am. Okay, there's a lot going on. Dragon Roost Cavern is path to Godin.
All right, I'm gonna write this down.
I've got them all written down too.
DRC Tataji.
All right, I'll read them off to you, and then DRC is path to Godin. Tower of the Gods is path to Goma. Windfall is path to Calademos.
Okay.
Windfall is path to Jahala.
Got it.
Windfall is path to Goma. Islet is foolish. Bomb Island is foolish. Needle Rock is foolish. Diamond Step is foolish. Ganon's Tower is a Mace Chest is a blue rupee. Bird's Peak Cave is a pear. Earth Temple Kill All Floor Masters is a small key. Forbidden Woods Big Key Chest is a spoil, Knight's Crest. Forest Haven Small Island Chest is a golden feather. Pompeii and Vera is a piece of heart, and that is it. That is all the hit.
I think they're doing 5680, if I believe. I am. Wait, that's not right. That's definitely not right. 5, 4, 6. That's what it is. I don't know where I got the 8 from.
That's possible too, Tuba. Yeah, I put it in like 0.5 speed and read them off to you every single one of them. So those are all the hints that we.
So let me get this straight, right? DRC leads to Tot G, and Tot G leads to DRC.
Yes. And
Okay,
Windfall also leads to
DRC.
Yeah. So all right. So bombs are in DRC, and grapple is in
Tot G.
Basically, is what
It has to be.
Yeah. Or something that leads to grapple is in Tachi, and something that leads to bombs is in DRC.
Yeah.
Or bow. I guess the leaf is interesting because there's a bow locked leaf too.
These are some crazy.
Or a leaf
hints.
locked bow. Jesus. Yeah, this seed's weird. This is a weird seed.
I mean,
Poor
there was
Tanjo falling down here.
There was oh, Tanjo, no. Was rock on thing something?
I couldn't tell.
I think Tanjo's gonna void out.
It might be able to get to me. Yeah. Should have went for beetle, Tanjo. No, the beetle ship is the key. Alright. Unfortunate. You hate to see that.
Oh, we do have some paw printers.
Paw print already? Probably makes sense, honestly. Looking.
I like going for paw print. If I have access to all 3 checks besides scale the wall, because at least you can look at scale the wall and see if it's necessary.
Yeah, you can mitigate the risk for sure. You can know for sure if you have to come back or not, and it makes it pretty safe to. Oh, I missed it. Advo, see it? Was it something?
I don't think it was something.
Well, there's bombs. So
there's bombs,
and we have power bracelets. So that makes me think leaf in DRC, I guess. Locking the bow, the leaf locked bow is the first logical bow.
Unless it's. Well, no, that doesn't make sense. Because I was thinking, you said you mentioned that fire and ice could also potentially.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
There's also the possibility of Goma path leading to needing leaf for the small key, and if that's the case, then really grapple could be anywhere. But you are absolutely correct.
Well, the thing is, but the thing about that is, I double checked the hints from. We got 2 path to Goma hints, right?
Yeah.
One of them was Windfall, and one of them was Tower of the Gods. Right?
Yes.
So the other thing is... So here's the alternate. The alternate reality is that they're both pointing to Tingle statues, which lead to the grapple.
Oh, that's so right. I forgot about that.
Otherwise, like what Tuba said...
where did Koala just get fire and ice?
Where's Koala at now? Was it Cyclos?
I don't know.
Somebody was just doing Cyclos. I agree with Tuba. Going to DRC right now is a pretty good choice. It's pretty likely it has some really juicy stuff in there because the dungeon works. Oh, it was fly around?
Oh, rest in peace, Tanjo.
So that's 2 leaf-locked bows?
Yeah. Which makes me think that Leaf is going to be in Taji. Like,
yeah, that is definitely possible. Well, wait. The leaf... Hold on. The leaf being in Tot G... Tot G is past to Goma. So...
Yeah, too, but that's 2 leaf-locked bows.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay, this is complicated. Hold on, everybody. We're figuring it out. Yeah, I'm just thinking... Leaf is path to Goma with the small keys in the basement. True. So the thing that makes it complicated is we got 2 path to Goma hints.
Yeah.
1 in Tower of the Gods, and 1 for Windfall. Yeah, Leaf. Yeah, so if Leaf is in Tower of the Gods, that could be the path to Goma.
I like what you mentioned earlier, or somebody mentioned, I don't remember if it was you or not, about the pearl being in one of the pearls on Windfall being path to DRC because something in Tachi leads to DRC.
Right.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm stuck on right now.
Yeah, so if there's something in Tachi that's needed, let's say hypothetically, the grappling hook is in Tachi, behind the bombable wall check, right? That's where the grappling hook is. Let's say that's our prediction. So therefore, the pearl on Windfall is path to Goma because you need the pearl to get into Tachi to get the grappling hook.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense? Everybody
Yes.
following us so far? Okay. Tanjo going for this strat. I respect it. Now, the other... Ooh, that's unfortunate. The other thing is... But that also just means that... The thing is, Tuba also makes a good point. That could just mean that chest behind bombable walls could be Leaf, and Leaf leads to grapple.
What is Tanjo trying to do?
There's a jump slash you can do here to get over to this bridge, like that.
That is so cool.
Yeah, so now Tanjo's going to need to get chest storage in the pot room to be able to fully go backwards through DRC. Yeah, which is pretty cool. But yeah, also, I suppose in theory, the other thing too, though, is DRC is path to Godin as well. So how many pearls do we have? The other pearl could be here, which gives us access to Tachi. And then in Tachi, we get the thing that we need for DRC, which could be Leaf or Grapple, depending on small key placement, like Tuba said. There's really no way to know which one it is.
Yeah, because I think no matter what, this seed is forcing some sort of double dip.
Yeah, 1 second. I'll be right back.
No worries. Advo just did Leafless Horseshoe, which led to a Triforce Shard. It would have been so funny if that was Light Arrows. But we do have Koala doing Ice Isle right now, whatever the frick it's called. And then we have 2 in DRC, and Advo. Looks like Advo's probably going to do DRC after he clears DRI. Now, with hints like this, if I were playing the seed, I'd probably be doing something similar, and I probably would have rushed part of DRC. But doing DRC backwards here gives you a little bit of an advantage, I think, for not having to climb up as much on your way back on your second trip. Because who knows, they could clear the whole thing and only need, oh, there's Ferraris in Rat Room. I'm so curious as to where this leaf is. No, I think Advo's the only one that's been to Outset besides Koala, who's on it right now.
I'm so sorry about that. There's somebody at my door.
Alright.
So yeah, the TLDR is that the thing is, it's absolutely true that the path hints could be. And Tanjo found the last pearl in DRC, right?
Yes, he just found Ferraris in Rat Room.
Okay, so that's the path to Tachi in DRC.
Yes.
And then we know that Tachi is path to path to DRC. So that means in Taji, there is something that leads to either Leaf to get a small key in the basement, or it leads to just the grappling hook by some extension. Now, the other thing is, I see on Tanjo's tracker, he marked 4 small keys.
Now,
did he find all 4, or did he confirm that there's one in the big key chest in the basement?
honestly, I'm not sure. Oh, wait. Tanjo doesn't have bombs.
True.
Oh, I think Tanjo's hoping that either that bombs are here or that the path to DRC is on Hop Across.
Yeah. Well, we know. Well, the thing, he has power, so bombs are in paw print, right?
Yes, they're behind left folder.
All right, and he has power bracelets. So as far as the game is or the logic is concerned, he could very easily just have bombs right now.
Yeah.
So whatever it is in Taji could be anywhere in Taji, because as soon as we would have bombs, we would get access to all of Taji. I guess except for like mini boss, because you need grapple to get to mini boss, or leaf, grapple or leaf, and then big key chest you need leaf to get to logically, I should say. All this is with asterisk logically next to it.
Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, this is 5-4-6 hint split. Because I feel like a majority, at least when I'm racing, play on 4-4-7. So it's a little bit different.
Yeah, I think people wanted more path hints, try and get more of the interesting logical type of deductions. It makes it like a puzzle, really. That's what you get.
Yeah. I personally prefer the 4-4-7 because I feel like with too many path hints, you start to run into a lot of confusion, like we are now.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah. It's kind of rough for Tanjo, like Cuba says, the small key, because generally you can get to... most of the other people might get to just skip that completely, because hop across sucks. And no one wants to do it.
Small key on hop. It feels bad, man.
Iron boots are in DRC. Yeah, we don't have Wind Temple today, though, right? So...
no.
Not great.
Tanjo doing this bombless?
Yep. Has a bow, has everything he needs, really. Other than, the explosives. You got this, Tanjo. There we go. Easy peasy.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, that's sort of like the same concept of what we used to do for the old leafless floor 1 skip. Oh, you gotta love the electric shoes. The old leafless floor 1 skip did that, but sort of like at the other pillar.
Mm-hmm.
But now there's the new setup that everyone does, or I don't know if everyone, but that's more popular now, which is the one that Tanjo did, where you do that side. But yeah, you just basically sort of angle and you fall off the ledge out of bounds, then you do like a little jumpy slash, and then there you go.
Ooh, are both small keys on the first floor?
Could be.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Nice prediction. The thing that's really, really unfortunate for Tanjo is that fire and ice arrows were in...
oh, yeah, the fly across.
Yeah, true. So we'll see that maybe Tanjo can get a little bit back. Maybe this is the leaf. Could be grapple. It's a sword.
Master sword? We don't have FF, do we? No, we don't.
No. So whatever the path to Goma is in Taji is... we have to go deeper. Or I guess it's behind Bombable.
Could be, yeah. You go, Mac. You go.
There's the Ferora's Pearl for Advo. So I guess if we're... Tanjo is going to continue on. Leafless Tot G. The commitment is admirable.
He is braver than I.
True. I would literally not be doing that. Now, yeah, so the interesting thing right here that we know. So we know that either the grapple or the leaf or something that leads to one of those two or both of those two items is in Tot G. And the unfortunate thing is, with the information we have right now, there's actually no way to know what it is.
Also, I don't know what Advo just did, but props to Advo for being flashy.
Yeah, the small key skip.
There's so many tricks I have yet to learn.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, for sure. A lot of them are pretty niche, like that one. You usually end up going backwards, although because we don't have leaf or grapple, you'd have to go backwards doing what Tanjo did, the jump slash, and a lot of runners don't really like that very much. That's unlucky for Alex.
Yo, Tanjo's hammer looks sick!
Yeah, I like that hand.
Where was hammer again?
Great question. It was somewhere. Windfall, I think it was Tot. Could be wrong, though. Ball is just going to go up the vanilla path here in DRC and do small key skip. I respect it. No, Tanjo!
Tanjo, no! Not getting a lot of spiky chests in DRC.
Yeah, unfortunate.
I give props to Tanjo for doing this without bombs. I really do.
Tanjo is just running into really all the unfortunates today. The falling off that platform. There's a Picto. We knew that's basically useless at this stage, I suppose. Because we know Pompey and Vera is nothing, and everybody did Lenzo door cancel, so... Well, I don't know if everyone did, but a lot of people did. And I don't think we got anything from that either.
No, Lenzo was dead.
Okay, so then the only hope for Picto Box is Minenko, which, you know, yikes. Advo gonna get a fairy to save Grandma with here.
Yeah!
Like this. Oh, come on.
If he can grab it.
Get in the box?
No!
Oh. There's another fairy up there.
Oh, there's two?
Temp number 2.
I did.
Temp 2.
There's two. There we go.
There we go. Second tries the charm.
Also, I'd like to point out Tanjo named his named Link the Seed as Link's dad, and then Alex also named his Link just Dad.
Ah, respect. Respect for all the dads in chat. It's fun to see. It's gonna be fun to see Tanjo do this room without any sort of flying thing. Oh, did Advo bonk on the stairs? That's pretty. I love that
Tanjo's
little
movement
side
is so clean sometimes. Like that was clean.
True. Very nice. And Advo has had enough of the Dragon Roost Cavern. We get to play the game of which setup does Tanjo want to try and do today? I got it first try. That's good. You love to see that because that trick it gives Tanjo a lot of grief. It's gonna be really unfortunate for Tanjo with mini boss, or the first Armmost is just the you know, the whatever the pass item is, because not having bombs is rough.
Ferrari's mail is nothing.
Big Sag, as they say. Koala getting their Master Sword.
Okay, well, Advo can... Well, logically, you can't full clear Tot G without Leaf, correct?
Correct.
So...
Practically, you very much can. Rather easily.
Yeah. I mean, even I know how to do it, so that's...
Yeah.
That's saying something about how not complicated it is, but...
Oh, Tanjo's got one more shot. Here. One spiky chest remains that he can realistically get to. Oh, you can hook chest. We also have Note to Mom.
Did Tanjo open up the warp pot?
He opened up the one in DRC. There it is.
There's Leaf at the very last possible spot it could be, pretty much.
Tanjo's not going to go any further on this endeavor, which makes sense as he can't defeat the boss. So, Koala also checking hop across boxes.
But I guess in Koala's case, they've already found the small key, so the likelihood of this being a small key is actually kind of low. It sucks that it is, but I would be thinking the same thing in this situation.
Yeah, so that Tuba makes a good point. That Leaf is bow locked logically. So my guess is Tanjo is about to find well, not a bow. We know that.
Wait, that's a good point.
Yeah, so that means that the leaf cannot lead to okay. Hold on.
Wait, what is this seed?
Realistically, I think we're probably looking at something where it's just like the bow is just on like Zunari here or something like that.
Citrus seed. Yeah.
And then, because the thing is, if you're thinking about it from the logical perspective, right? Yeah, Tuba's right, and so I'm trying to think about what that means for. So that path. Yeah, the leaf can be the path. That's true. That path could be talk about leaf, and then for the small key, and leaf could or could not lock grapple. So we don't know about that yet either. Everything is just the honest truth is just that this whole thing is just a giant mess. It's just a mess, crazy, it's messed up, and it's yeah, I don't even.
I'm trying to think where that leaf, or not that leaf, that logical first bow is then, because I mean, I guess it could be anywhere, but it would make more sense to be lower sphere because you unlock Tot G fairly early here in this seed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, where did we get Note to Mom again? Was that a lot of our runners have it, so
I don't
Advo has it, so it wasn't in Tot G.
Maggie,
yeah, that could be the bow. We have a bottle in DRC. No, that can't be it. Well, I suppose there could be another bottle somewhere else, but...
Are duplicate items on?
Well, I mean, the bottle can be somewhere else even if they aren't on. It's the thing.
That's true.
Yeah. Did Tanjo not get the chest by the boss in DRC? I guess not. He doesn't have Picto or bottle marked on his tracker. I do find that a little bit odd.
Tanjo didn't go that far in.
Yeah, that definitely feels a little odd. I figured he would have at least done that.
I think Tanjo left right after he got Furores.
Okay. Tanjo going for Tuba's favorite trick. Well, there's the grappling hook, so that's literally available at the very beginning of the game.
That's Windfall to DRC, then.
Yeah, that could be the Windfall.
And the DRC, or the Tot G to DRC has to be Leaf.
Well, there's a small key in the... Yeah, that's weird. Well, I guess the one on Windfall, it could still have been the Pearl. Right? Because we know you need the Leaf to get the small key and big key chest.
Yeah.
The truth is, we'll never know if that Windfall path to Gomo meant the grappling hook or the Pearl for the DRC.
Yeah,
at least I think that's how that works. I might be completely wrong. I'm actually not sure. I'm pretty sure they can refer to different items that are in the same path.
Yeah.
Maybe not. That might be wrong.
Also, Advo going back to paw print, meaning Scale the Wall was something. I thought I saw a brown chest. That was my bad.
That's interesting. If I am wrong about that, definitely somebody let me know. The reason I think that's okay is because I'm pretty sure that you can have 2 different Tingle statues hinted at that lead to the same item.
Yeah.
Ghost Ship Shard. That's one of the things. I get at that point though. I guess this is just like a semantics thing because it really doesn't matter, right? The ultimate point is just that Leaf was in the depths of hell, and you know we have it now, which is good. Well, that's a shard. You'd like to see that.
Yeah, Advo did that leafless earlier, I do believe.
Oh yeah, true. Advo now knowing a lot of stuff, like this seed is terrible, and everything is terrible.
I mean, I think it was last night. Koala, Advo, and I don't remember who else raced a seed, and everyone was done in like a minute or an hour 39. Everyone.
Yeah, I did see that one on the at least on race time. I saw the
Koala finished in sub 110.
Nice. Jet seed.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
By the laws of Randomizer, gotta switch it up, I guess.
By the power of race skull.
Now, I'll be honest, when we introduced hints and chess matches the contents, I did not believe that they would save as much time as they truly save.
Yeah. And I guess the other part of that, we have, I guess, been adding in, maybe like compared to the total number of checks we have, we've added in a lot of hints. We've added in a lot. Like a lot of hints. Not that that's bad, it's just what we've done. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I think that's fine. It's just, it just makes the seeds faster. Tanjo is like, really?
Honestly, Tanjo, go get your bombs.
Well, it definitely makes sense for Tanjo to go to Paw Print now. Paw Print, Tanjo's going to get to single trip it. That should help make up a little bit of the time that happened in the Tot G unfortunates.
I really don't feel like Tanjo's lost that much time altogether, though.
Well, the DRI thing was pretty rough, and then falling down in Tot G a couple of times. Doing it without bombs, he's going to have to go back, and unless he decides he wants to just try and skip all those other checks, right?
Yeah.
That he missed with bombs, like the chest behind the bottom walls, and the first Armos, and then the DRC Tot G mini boss. He's going to have to go backwards for all of those, and like Advo will be able to get the mini boss first time through.
Ooh, I thought for sure Advo would skip this after seeing it was a key chest.
Yeah, he might be hoping to get Big Key, would be my guess.
But Tanjo actually has a chance to skip the chest with the big key if he doesn't go back to first Armos.
That's where the Big Key was?
Yeah.
True. That's unfortunate because that's probably one of the ones he will go back to, because you'd almost rather hope that the Big Key is on the mini boss if you're going to try and skip it, because that one's so much slower to go back for. Because you have to carry the statue across the gap and then back. It's just not good. Andrew probably going to be a little bit disappointed to see that he could have had these bombs like half an hour ago. But, it is what it is.
I think Alex is going to do Cabana here.
That makes a lot of sense. It's got everything he could ever dream of having for Cabana.
Which Koala checked top of wall chest, but wasn't able to do it because of not having grapple yet.
Yeah. Advo's got to wait for the water to go back down to do the side hop here. Only works if the water is low, this side hop strat. You have to be kind of fast to get it on the first cycle. Koala about to get there. Oh, Advo, no! About to get their grapple. Wondering if Koala will go back to Paw Print now to get that spiky chest. Probably should. There's no real reason to put that off anymore, unless you decide you want to gamble it. But gambling a spiky chest is that's terrifying.
Oh, there's a sword in Cabana.
Well, that's good. More information, right? There we go. Is there something else in Cabana? Looks like yes.
There is.
Let's see it.
Boomerang.
That's kind of nice, I guess.
I guess you logically need that.
True. Hopefully Koala can spend exactly 100 more rupees throughout the rest of their run. Andrew gonna go do Forbidden Woods without Boomerang. I think this is a good play. I approve this. Forbidden Woods is just always so juicy. It's so fast, even without Boomerang. It's like lightning, especially with all the new strategies with the CTMC and everything. And we probably got a hint for one of them. Advo gonna go back through. Oh, you know what Tanjo's probably gonna do? It's gonna be time to go back through all the dungeons. With Leaf and Bombs, we're gonna go back. We're gonna finish DRC. We're gonna finish Tot G. We're just gonna do all that stuff. So what Tanjo's gonna want to do is, well, actually, this is interesting because you could do DRC first, I suppose, right? Mm-hmm. But you can do because you don't really want to. You want to have DRC and Forbidden Woods done before you take the Between Dungeon Warp to Tot G, because going back up to the Between Dungeon Warp in Tot G is so much worse.
Yeah.
So you want to do Tot G last if you're using the between dungeon warps in all of the dungeons.
I can see why Advo chose to do this, though.
Yeah, for sure. Doesn't really need Leaf anymore to speed up DRC at all, so that's definitely completely reasonable to go do it now. Yeah, Tanjo's just not having a great time today. Another sword for Alex.
I'm so excited. I ordered a GameCube controller.
Very nice.
It'll be the first time I'm ever using one.
I got one for Christmas a couple years back, and I've used it ever since for playing Wind Waker, and it's pretty nice. I definitely understand. Oh.
Well, I was trying to learn how to super swim, and the person who was describing it to me was just like, "You got to use this notch," and I'm like, "I don't have notches. I'm on an Xbox controller." And they're like, "Well, that sucks."
Mirror shield for Tanjo. Do have Earth Temple today, though it's a bit more useful than on average, where it's just for angular. I guess I say on average. I guess you're going to need it more times than not, because this is 4 dungeon race mode, I forgot. Mine's thinking about 3 dungeon race mode, where you have a 50% chance of each dungeon. But in 4 dungeon race mode, you have a 66.666 repeating forever % chance to get any particular dungeon. Fun fact.
They happen to get no temples.
Yeah, it's a low chance to get no temples. That's everybody's favorite.
Honestly, sometimes I'd rather have Tachi than DRC. I know that's a hot take, but
No, I'm with you. I do not like the Goma fight. It's almost like an over-glorified cutscene, and it's like RNG if you get messed up, or like the rocks, like that, like what just happened to Advo. It's like complete and total RNG, and you can get hit when you're trying to hit the, grapple the thing, and then you have to try it again, and then Goma keeps hitting you. It's horrible. I think it's actually horrible.
Also, Alex does not have fire and ice because Alex has not been to Cliff Flat yet.
Really? That's interesting because I always thought Alex was one of the ones that was sort of an advocate for doing like Cliff Platte and what's that other place? Like Mother and Child super early.
Yeah. No,
so I find it interesting.
I'm with you there.
I like it, I think, because the thing is, Cliff Plateau and Bird's Peak doesn't really get that much faster with more items, so there's no reason not to do it super early. Like, even if you find Leaf and then go to Cliff Plateau, you're saving yourself, like, I don't know, 5 seconds maybe.
If that, yeah.
Yeah, versus going there and finding Leaf and then having it for the rest of the seed. It's almost too free. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just too good. Tanjo thinking about battling these guys and realizing, wait a minute. I'm wondering if we'll see Tanjo go for the Goma storage, since we're going to want to save and quit and go back into the warp pot.
Maybe.
The thing I kind of like about the way Tanjo is doing it versus sort of the way Advo did it is just that from Advo's perspective, right, is he knows that he can just find the leaf and then go into Forbidden Woods and then warp back to DRC, right? Mm-hmm. With the leaf. And then, since he was already in Tot G, and like, see, Tanjo's going to have to avoid doing this that Advo's doing right now, the rolling all the way around, by waiting for Leaf to warp back to DRC. Whereas Advo has to...
Tanjo is playing the Linka with the black hair.
Yeah, whereas Advo had to roll all the way around like that, but Tanjo, after beating Goma here, Tanjo's going to get to just leap across that gap and hop back into the warp pod, so... I think that's definitely the main benefit to doing it the way Tanjo did it. 50 rupees for Advo, though. That's pretty cool.
I'm learning so much just by watching this today.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know there was a purple rupee there.
Yeah, there's a couple random ones like that. They're really useful in like spoiler log and in just because in the standard rando, a lot of times even with CTMC, you still find a decent amount of rupees, and you can like Islet of Steel and Bird's Peak are really good places to go to get some rupees. You know, because you're almost always checking those checks anyway, and then there's pots in there and they just have rupees, right? That's usually where I get my rupees, at least.
What was the point of Koala storing that chest?
Which chest?
Oh,
for DRC Big Key skip?
well, he didn't skip, or they didn't skip the, like they had the big key.
Yeah. I guess they must have forgot they had Big Key.
Huh.
Yeah, it was a spiky chest, right? Yeah, Tanjo is gonna go for this strat. Yeah, there's no real reason to... Oh, dang, he almost got it. Yeah, there's no real reason to store a spiky chest to do Big Key skip when you have Big Key. Like, if you can store a small key to transfer to another dungeon, that's good. But yeah, for a spiky chest...
The thing that makes me question Koala doing that is they didn't hesitate opening the door. They didn't menu or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. That's strange. Maybe they thought if I get first try storage, it's a little faster than watching the chest opening animation?
Maybe.
But I feel like you lose that time back by menuing trying to figure out what item you stored. Unless that was hinted at, we know what it was, but I don't think it was.
We'll write it down to ask.
It could have also just been a flex. Some
could
people
have,
like
yeah.
to do stuff like that for the restream.
We'll write it down.
That's another good point. Since it was a bottle, they didn't get to get a fairy from it. One thing we all have to be really hopeful of is that Tanjo's not going to decide to just completely gamble the fly across the island check because of what happened earlier. That would be very unfortunate.
Alright, I wrote it down in big orange letters.
We have a nice synchronized Goma explosion type deal going on here.
Oh, we do.
I like the way Tanjo's doing these dungeons. You go in, you can do doing DRC and then doing Forbidden Woods, or you could do Forbidden Woods, then do DRC, then do Tachi. That part doesn't really matter that much. You just have to do Tachi. That's the only part that matters.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that a lot. That's super, super smart. Very, very clever. Definitely gonna be nice times. Or I guess I don't know if you want to call it a time save, more as like not a time loss. I think it's looking like Advo is going to be our next player to get Leaf, though, so that'll be exciting for Advo. I know he'll definitely be relieved.
I mean, all that Tanjo has left in Taji is just to fight Godin, right?
He has to do the third statue still, and in theory, he'll probably want to check the checks that he missed, because leaving those checks behind is pretty risky. Especially when you have only found one of the 4 shards you need, right?
Yeah.
And those shards can be literally anywhere.
Because I'm just curious if Tanjo is going to decide to sort of skip those checks for now and hope that they're nothing and gamble it.
Yeah, I mean, definitely could. The thing that makes that tricky, or the thing that, so not to say it's not a good or a bad idea. The thing that makes it risky, right, is if you need to go back to those checks in Tot G, they're in pretty horrible spots.
Yeah.
To have to re-enter the dungeon. Whereas now, especially, well, that one's a bottle, so that one, the mini boss is nothing. In this seat, it's looking almost like it could be a really good gamble to just not go back for those. But to sort of, I guess, finish the discussion, right, is those, if you do need to go back for them, you're going to lose a lot more than if you gamble them and have to go back later than you will just doing them once you come back in through the warp pod.
Yeah.
So, but also, if you do get lucky and get to skip them completely, then you save a sizable chunk of time. So it's going to be interesting where Tanjo is going to try and decide that time save slash, the recovery time, maybe, because he might feel like he's behind because of missing the fly across DRI check. So the thing that makes it interesting is how many checks, can you realistically try and do that with before you're basically guaranteeing that you're going to be burned. Because if Tanger's already thinking, well, I probably should just risk fly across now because I messed it up and it's so slow to go back and do it without chest storage, we already know that's something. So the thought's going to be, how many more checks is Tanjo going to want to take that risk with, right?
Oh, Tanjo, that was clean.
First try. Love to see it. Oh, no.
All right, not so clean anymore.
You had the commenter's curse. Oh,
I'm
God.
so sorry, Tanjo.
And we see another required item in one of those checks that Tanjo couldn't do. Advo just got a sword in the Armos room, so Tanjo will definitely have to do that if he elects to. I like this strat too. It's cute. You do a couple leaf pumps to get across.
I don't know. I love this strat for getting down there without boomerang.
Oh yeah, the bomb ledge clip.
It's the first
Pretty
one I
nice.
learned, actually. I learned it before the other one.
Do you do the one the other one as in the one in the basement?
The other one being the door cancel thing.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably better to learn that one first because that bomb ledge push one is so much faster.
It took me like 2 hours to get one good attempt on that bomb ledge one, but I still did it.
Do you do the bomb ledge clip in the room Tanjo's in now?
No.
To get to the big key chest?
No, I've been meaning to learn it though.
It's literally the same trick, just in a different spot.
And we know big key chest is dead in Finwood.
Yeah. So in this particular siege, you wouldn't have done it anyway, but I'm more just speaking in general.
Oh yeah, I just mentioned it because Tanjo was there.
Yeah, Tanjo. So Tanjo knew he could save and quit. That's a very good point. Well, Calademos with bombs. How much do you like Calademos with bombs?
I really like Calademos with bombs, actually. I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good time. I agree. I don't mind it. I used to be really bad at it, but then I had to do it for spoiler log like 97 times over the course of like the 2 spoiler log tournaments. And because I was like, am I really going to go spend 3 minutes to go get boomerang when I have bombs and I can just do this? And the answer was no. I'm not going to go get... I did a lot of... Whenever I could do it, I did a lot of using bow on Calademos. So that was kind of cool. But
What was in that chest that he just opened, Tanjo?
well, he stored it, so we won't know until we go through this door. We will find out now, though. Looks like Well, we don't know just yet. Probably a shard. Maybe bait bag? On Tanjo, pause the game.
Or maybe it's Boomerang and Tanjo's just on the wrong seed.
Boomerang was in Cabana. Oh, yeah, sorry. You're right. Tanjo has the wrong seed. It's too early for this. Yeah, Tanjo had 2 swords before, so I'm guessing it was a shard, because he paused briefly there. I didn't see anything else, but...
Now, doing this Calidemos fight without Boomerang is where I really like to have Hero's Charm.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't play with sound on, so it's really tough.
Play with sound on. Tanjo got it.
I mean, if I'm like, you know, in like a serious, not like a serious race, but like a race where I want to like do well, I'll turn the sound on. But otherwise, I'm just listening to music or I'm watching a show.
Yeah. Good. You need to keep your mind at ease. I respect it.
Yeah.
The Tanjo should. Oh, sorry.
It keeps me less stressed out.
Yeah. So Tanjo should save and quit here, and then take the warp pod again back to Tower of the Gods. Oh, nope. Oh, you know, Tanjo might be figuring that doing floor 1 skip isn't that bad, since he's got a check chest behind the bombable wall anyway, I guess? Don't know. I'm not sure what his plan is.
Or maybe he's doing these 2 checks and then he's going to take the warp back in.
Ooh, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. That makes a lot more sense, actually.
I remember thinking that warp was a glitch. And I kid you not, on my computer I have like 4 separate screenshots. Mm-hmm. Because I was waiting to report it, but I kept forgetting. And then I learned it wasn't a glitch.
True. It was, as they say, intended. Full sword for Alex now. Save and quit on Tanjo. That must have been nothing. I did miss that while watching the other. Big key chest is nothing. In Tachi, I mean. So we're going to go to nighttime. Advo, going by what it looks like on their stream. Thinking about going to Cabana next. Gonna get the Boomerang and then probably, my guess is an immediate trip to Forbidden Woods will be in order.
Yeah, I agree.
And Alex gonna be the final person on Restream to join the Leaf Club.
I think just final person, because these 4 are the only 4 racing.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there we go. Unfortunate for Alex, loses the race to Leaf. Sorry, buddy. Should have went to Leaf first. It was right there. Been there the whole time. Don't know what you were waiting for.
I should have done what Tanjo did.
Yeah.
Bombless.g.
Yeah, clearly that's the strategy. And good call, Tanjo was... That makes a lot of sense. Knowing that that warp is there is massive. So, my guess is Tanjo will also save and quit after defeating Godin to check the chest behind bombable walls last.
Probably.
That's my prediction.
So yeah, Tanjo's gonna get boss key here.
Yeah, well that's good. You don't really want to have to do boss key skip, honestly. It's not great. Like, it's fine. It exists.
I think I've successfully done it once.
Yeah, it's not like the hardest. It's just kind of like, it's slow and tedious, and it's pretty punishing if you don't get it.
It's there.
Yeah, it exists, right? It's a thing. It happens. Sometimes you just gotta do it.
I think the only boss key that I do consistently is ET.
Yeah.
That skip. That's
makes
because that
sense.
skip's really easy.
Yeah, and that's one of those ones where the way the sort of meta route is for ET, everyone sort of does the boss halfway through clearing the dungeon, right? So
Yeah. Which, I mean, we have, I think, full access to ET with that mirror shield as well.
yeah,
So
I believe you are correct.
I would not be surprised if Tanjiro went ET here.
At this point, with the items that everyone has, except Tanjo's missing fire and ice, the world is our oyster. And yeah. The other bow could be at the beginning of ET. We got Power Bracelets and Command Melody on Windfall, right?
Yeah, they were both Sphere Zero.
It also could be on Ghost Ship, because Grapple was Sphere Zero and Ghost Ship chart was on the Grapple check in that one place, Plugprint. That's an option.
It will never make sense in my head that Grapple was Sphere Zero the seed.
It does seem a little contradictory to like life, right?
After all of our predictions about where it would be, it's just Sphere Zero.
We were duped. We were duped.
We really were.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, what are you doing, buddy? There's the boomerang for Advo. Time for our prediction to come true. It's straight to Forbidden Woods, I would imagine. I think you go Forbidden Woods and then Ice Ring if you're Advo. And then
yeah, that makes sense.
we got Mirror Shield in Forbidden Woods, right? So then you probably once you get Mirror Shield. Sorry.
Oh, I was about to say go straight ET.
Maybe. I would say, well, now, oh, I guess this isn't going to work as well for Advo. I think in this particular example, the Forbidden Woods play would have worked better because Mirror Shield was in Forbidden Woods, right? So you would go from Ice Ring straight to Angular, which was going to save him a little bit of sailing versus going there after Forbidden Woods.
Yeah.
Unless I'm misremembering the Mirror Shield location.
No, I think it was in Forbidden Woods.
Okay.
It makes sense because Tanjiro's the only one that's done Forbidden Woods so far.
Yeah, true.
Which I'm the kind of person that as soon as I can do Forbidden Woods, boomerang or not, I go straight to Forbidden Woods.
Oh yeah, for sure. Same here. I'm with you there. 100%. The thing about this seed, though, honestly, checking fire and ice locations, probably not great, because we know that 2 of the bows were leaf locked, and the leaf was bow locked, right?
Yeah.
And from Advo's perspective, we have the full Master Sword, right? So, light arrows aren't fire and ice locked. You have all the Master Sword upgrades, so the Master Sword's not fire and ice locked. So the only thing that can be fire and ice locked left is like a shard. Because you have all your other, go mode items other than the shard.
Someone's calling me. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. I guess Mirror Shield could be fire and ice locked, but like you're not really like hard dedicated to finding Mirror Shield, even though Earth Temple's in Logic. It's sort of like if I do find Mirror Shield, then well, right, but I'm talking from Advo's perspective. It's sort of like if I do find Mirror Shield, then that's nice to have, but you definitely don't need it. And so since Fire and Ice checks can only have Mirror Shield, again, from Advo's perspective, or a shard, then they're probably not the best to prioritize. That's true. Lights are better for Mirror Shield than, or lights are better for Jahala than Mirror Shield. I definitely agree there. No debate from me on that one. Koala also going straight here into Forbidden Woods. There's the Mirror Shield. We get to see it again. How pretty. Very reflective. Blue. Love to see it. There's something about Wind Waker and getting all geared up that gets me really excited. Like, my favorite part of the game when I played the vanilla game as a kid was when I had the Mirror Shield, I had the Master Sword, everything was upgraded, you know? Islet was hinted as barren. That is what happened, so we did not need to go there. I believe our barren hints were Islet of Steel, Bomb Island, Needle Rock, and Diamonds. So we're not going to see what's in those places today. Yeah, barren hints are pretty nice. Tanjo finishing Godin. Actually, Tanjo's in a pretty good position right now. Apart from the whole fly across thing, he's done all the dungeons. And everyone else is just got to finish up Forbidden Woods. And most of them are just starting it, so Tanjo does have that advantage, although, you know, a lot of our other runners do have the sword in Private Oasis over Tanjo at this point. Actually, they all do. Tanjo is missing that sword, and Tanjo is missing the obviously the bow that we know is on the fly across, so. Tanjo's looking at it on his tracker. I'm sure it's very intimidating. It is looking that way. I mean, we don't have very many places left we can go. Ooh, we got a deluxe Picto box somewhere. So that's a thing, potentially. We also have the Angular. Sphere 0 check on Angular. I don't think anybody... Okay. Do you know where the other Picto was? I can see Tanjo's the only one that has it. So, if it was in Forbidden Woods, then rip the theory. You don't recall? Okay. Yeah. Well...
Alright, I am so sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine. Welcome back. We're just gaining information. Trying to, at least. Figuring out.
My mom called me to tell me she bought a new KitchenAid.
Oh, that's nice. I have one of those. It's so good.
It's just, it made my entire life, so.
I love mine. I use it all the time. So the other place that the last bow can be, I believe, is we have Earth Temple as possible, technically still, and Angular. Not the cave, but the Angular Peak. I don't know if we've seen that one yet.
As far as I recall, nobody's done that, so.
Alright. Which makes sense. Although everyone has Mirror Shield now, so. Tanjo might have all 5 now. He has 4 marked on his tracker.
I think
but that does not mean.
Not sure.
He might have. That would be pretty crazy. Angle. Yeah, Angle. Ankle is a thing. Although I don't think Ankle can have a bow, because I think one of our 2 statues was in Forbidden Woods, right? Or something. I don't remember. This is awful.
I think so. I would hate doing this seed with, like, no major glitches on or something.
For sure.
Like, this seed specifically, I feel like, is the worst for it.
Oh, yeah. You're right. The chest that Tanjo used for Big Key Skip, right?
Yeah.
In Forbidden Woods. That's the one. Okay. That makes sense.
Tanjo's gonna get boomerang here. I'm ready to see his face.
I'm sure he'll get a good laugh out of it. I guess when the seed has gone the way it has for Tanjo, all you can really do is laugh at this point.
Honestly. Like, Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it's just one of those everything that can go wrong for Tanjo did go wrong. As unfortunate as it is.
I give major props to Tanjo for, like, sticking it out with that, how everything's been going.
Yeah. Even had a rough time with bombs on Caladema. It's not like the worst, but it still was giving him trouble.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I guess we're gonna go check out Minenko now on Tanjo's and oh nope. Okay, Ghost Ship. Tanjo was looking at that. angular. We are going angular, and then it looks like maybe we're thinking about bishop. Oh, all right. So the Picto wasn't Forbidden Woods. Okay, so that can't be the bow then. Menenko
is
cannot
that...
lead to the bow.
Alright, so that's what Tandro stored. Okay.
Yeah. Now we know.
Where the heck is this bow then?
It's probably an angular. Like it could. We were saying, like we said before, it could be ET, but like from a. If I was a gambling man, I would say statistically, it's more likely that it's in at angular.
Yeah. No, if it is in the beginning of ET, this seed officially sucks.
Oh yeah, that's fucked. That's like, ugh. That is just, you hate to see it. Say that one couldn't be the. I guess we talked about that already. The cave couldn't be the bow. It could still have been like a shard or something, right? It couldn't have been the bow because we know that there's two. I guess Tanjiro doesn't know that because Tanjiro doesn't have the bow on Fly Across, but we all knew that.
They did ask for Trez to roll the seed.
Oh, did we already? I guess Tanjiro peaked. Angular peak was nothing, so. I mean, he's leaving it, so.
Ghost ship, mayhaps?
Ghost ship, mayhaps. That's true. Ghost ship was the other option, which I think also is more likely than.
Alex, you had this hinted. Alex, you had it hinted.
There's that bomb trick I was telling you about, though. That's the spot where you do it. It's the same thing as the one that we were talking about before that Tanjiro did. It's just you just do it right there instead.
Yeah, I've been meaning to learn that. I'm still.
Well, hey, you know what the nice thing is, though?
What?
The nice thing is, if you know how to do the other one, then you know how to do this one because it's the same trick. So there you go. Alex, no. It's kind of like storage, right? Once you can do storage once, you can do it basically anywhere.
Yeah. God, if somebody who doesn't like play Wind Waker Rando were to look at my notes, they'd be so confused. Cause it's just DRC, arrow, TOTG.
Like, what is this foreign language?
And then I have written down Qualo, why store chest in DRC when you had BK? Alex, FWBK was hinted.
Ando is committed to not going to the DRI check. Or going into Earth Temple. I mean, that's bold if I've ever seen it. Although I think Chandra doesn't really have any options left.
But how easily can someone who does play the Wind Waker Rando read your notes? I feel like if you look at it for like a minute or two, you'd understand it.
I might be able to. I don't know, though. I'm not the brightest cookie on the ball.
I think the biggest thing, though, is like, why is it written in highlighter? all of my notes are written in highlighter, just for the meme.
What color highlighter?
Let's see. I have yellow, pink, blue, and orange.
You're using all of them?
No, I'm just using orange right now. But normally before seeds, I will ask somebody to pick a color.
Okay.
And it's all written in my bisexual notebook.
Nice. That sounds like a pretty sweet note. Pretty sick. Maybe my favorite notebook ever.
I sent you a picture.
That's right. I see it. It's beautiful.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
dig it.
It just makes sense to me. And most of the time,
I'm with you.
I'll write the seed hash on top, but I wasn't sure what the seed hash was. I bet I could find out, though.
Advo electing to store the top of the angular chest, sail all the way over to here, and get the shard. So we know that's a thing. That's unfortunate. I think Tanjo peaked that and did not do the chest storage strat. So unfortunately, Tanjo's going to have to go back with Bait Bag and get that, wherever Bait Bag may be. Could be anywhere. Except on Big Pig.
What if it's bait bag at the start of ET here for top of headstone being a bow?
That's interesting. Well, okay. Advo just got the top of headstone. It was a shard. Yeah. But it could be Big Pig has the bow.
So that would still be low sphere.
Yep. Because power bracelets were free on Windfall. And so is Command Melody, which puts all this, and Skullhammer, really. So all this stuff on Earth Temple here is also, there's a spiky chest. That's probably it right there. I mean, that's
right.
Either Bait Bag or the bow.
Elijah and audience, I have a question for you guys, right? That first room in Taji, or not Taji, in ET where you first use Command Melody like that, it looks like a sideways bunny, doesn't it?
The room?
Yes.
I
on the map. It looks like a sideways bunny to me. Maybe when somebody else goes ET, I can point it out again.
Yeah, remind me. I'll look at the mini map and I'll answer your question.
It looks like a sideways bunny to me.
I don't doubt it, admittedly. Tanjo going left side first. I disapprove of this strategy in general. Just saying. I have strong opinions on ET left side. Actually, not really on ET left side as a whole, just about going there first.
I don't know quick basement strats, so...
Well...
I really just don't like ET.
Yeah, ET's not...
Light arrows!
There's the light arrows! Where's that?
That's Ghost Ship.
Ghost Ship. Okay,
Ghost
so
Ship
it was
is
Ghost
first
Ship.
logical bow.
Alright, now we know. Now we know. So what did Tanjo store then? I guess it could still be Bait Bag. I mean, you know.
Hero's Charm!
That's kind of hilarious. We're not going to get to see what this is from Advo's side either. I'm imagining Advo. Yep, we're just going to store it.
It could be a shard, right?
It could be the shard too. It could be shard or Bait Bag, or I guess it could be another bottle, I suppose, if the seed is really going to do that to us.
And that's Bosky on left side.
Yep. So, Baito Mail, logically, Fire and Ice locked as well. Doesn't really mean much, considering all we need are shards now. Because, as we said before, the shards can be quite literally anywhere in the game, except
So, if Advo did just store a shard, then all Advo has left to get is light arrows on Ghost Ship, correct?
Correct. And we will find out about that in the Chowhala room. That will be when Advo points out. Oh boy. Don't cast. Okay, we're back. We're back.
Good save, Advo.
Time to drink some soup. Maybe? Yes. Soup. There we go. Tanjo electing to... I don't know what the plan is. Oh, okay. Because we're doing left side first, we're going to go this way. Do this room, and then go back forwards? Oh, because we don't... Oh, that's right. Tanjo used a small key, so he has to go back. I understand. But now, see, the negative side about doing this way, or... Oh, I guess we're going to store this chest regardless of what it is, and then continue with our Earth Temple full clear go mode strats. Chest storage route, I guess is the better way to call it.
Great fairy chart.
Dang, what a great chart.
Super necessary.
True. Gotta have it. Can't actually beat the game without it. I always thought it would be hilarious as an April Fool's prank to, like, update the randomizer without telling anybody and make it to where, like, it always puts the Great Fairy chart in logic and just, like...
Doesn't let you beat Puppaganon without it.
Or I was just gonna say, just even with the full sword, you just don't break the barrier or something. You know what I mean? Something really weird that everyone would just notice almost immediately. Be like, what is going on? But also maybe not immediately, because the first few times, you'd probably find the Great Fairy chart, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'd probably find it. You'd see it. And then you'd be like, oh, that's cool. I found one of these random charts, whatever, and you wouldn't notice. But it would be the time where you just happened to skip that one check that had it. You know? Then.
Would there be a way to put it on the same location every single time?
Probably. I've come to learn from all the years of playing this game and all the updates, things that have come out, and things people have done, that pretty much anything is possible.
I mean, I feel like Tanjo could so easily do that and just be like, hey, I fixed one bug. And then put out a new dev release.
Yeah. True.
Seeing how far Advo has come as a runner from last year's Challenge Cup to now amazes me so much.
Yeah, Advo's put a ton of time into this game, practicing and getting better and better. The thing that is really interesting too is it's one of those things where I try and tell people this, anyone can do that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like any of us would be able to anyone else could get that good in that amount of time if they really wanted to, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I sat down and I actually learned all the tricks that I've been meaning to learn, I'd probably start cutting my time down quite a bit. Also, Maneko is dead.
Yeah, rip Maneko.
Good riddance.
Andrew's just gonna store this one instead of killing the floor masters. I approve of that strategy as well. Changer's already skipped one small key, so it does not need the one that's on the kill all the floor masters. Can just move on with life. Should save a little bit of time. That might have been Tanger's plan and reason for doing the left side first. I don't know, though.
Mayhaps.
It's just a theory.
A game theory.
Oh, God. Yes. A game theory. Well, we don't have Hurricane Spin, so talk about cringe. And Advo finishing up with the Jahala. It'll be interesting to see. I think Advo likes doing left side first, so at least that's what I've seen him say in like the race time and stuff. He likes the strat, so he might go left side before basement. Don't know, though. We'll find out here shortly, though.
There have been a lot of times where I will forget to open the wart pot, and then I'm forced to go left side first, and it happens to have my go mode item, and I get very lucky that I don't have to go through the dungeon vanilla.
That is nice.
Because I did it without medley the first time.
So whatever we stored in Earth Temple was not the shard, because Advo still needs one more shard. Just as like so we don't forget about that.
Could be Maggie's or Moblin's letter.
I don't think we have bait bag, right?
No, we do not. It could have been Big Bag.
We'll know the next time Advo pauses. Alright, I'm about to look at this room. I remembered.
Oh, yes.
It was. What did you say it looked like?
It looks like a sideways bunny wearing like a pan on its head.
Okay, I kind of see it a little bit.
Like it looks like
the
Bucky.
circles are the eyes.
Yeah.
Advo's gonna do left side first.
I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
I don't think you're crazy. Strange, maybe, but not crazy. No, I'm just kidding.
Thanks, Elijah. I really appreciate that.
I'm here to help.
I wish you could do this to statues in real life. Just like climb on.
Just walk up the side of them.
Honestly.
Cool. So to those of you keeping score at home, we're looking for one shard today.
Heard, ADN.
So as of this particular moment, I would it looks like Advo has a pretty decent lead, I would say. Did Alex get anything from that Fire Mountain, or was it a no-no?
I don't know. I've been watching Tanjo and Advo for like the past 5 minutes.
Honestly, same. I saw that Alex was in Fire Mountain, and then I was like, oh, Fire Mountain. We don't have anything. It was empty. Thank you very much.
Hey, Advo got Hero's Charm too.
Put it on, Advo. Put it on. Put it on.
I was talking to Advo yesterday, and he said that if he ever starts using the Linka model, he would put on Hero's Charm for the bunny ears. Otherwise, he's not going to do it.
That's cringe. Advo, you're being cringe. You're being very cringe.
It's a time loss.
Is it, though?
It do be.
If I lose a race by 2 seconds because I equipped Hero's Charm, then there's probably about a million other things I could have done differently and not lose the.
Also, Fire Mountain was empty. Chat.
Thank you, chat.
What would we do without you? Die, probably.
Right. Be sad. Cry and be sad. That's what I would do without chat.
That's what I would do without Wind Waker, honestly.
Yeah. What was my life even like before Wind Waker? I don't even know if I was alive.
My life before Wind Waker was...
There's another spiky chest.
Boring.
This could be the answer.
It's
kind of incredible. The old...
On Tanjo's end, or are you talking about Alex?
Tanjo. We already knew that shard was there. Is this the shard for Tanjo?
Oh, it is!
So, ET basement. Once again, beating out left side.
So we're in no mode.
We are, correct.
Where is Tanjo's last shard?
Top of headstone.
Got it.
Tanjo does know that, though. He did peek it.
Where is Bait Bag?
Your guess is as good as mine. Maybe in basement here in the
Salfos room.
Yeah, could be. Could be the did we get a hint for the Earth Temple Big Key chest?
We got a hint for something in ET. I don't know what it was.
We'll know, I guess, if Tanjo saves and quits here, if we got the Big Key chest. Guess not, because otherwise Tanjo would be leaving Earth Temple. Unless he forgot, but that seems rather unlike Tanjo.
And we know where Tanjo's other 2 bows are.
True, yes. One's on Ghost Ship, and one is on Fly Across at DRI. We're getting chest storage here on Alex's side. I think we're going to be grabbing that shard on top of Headstone. That's my prediction.
That shark is messing up the Z target.
Nothing in the Earth Temple Big Key chest. So, back to searching we go. And there is full Triforce for Advo. Just needs light arrows. Doesn't quite know that they're on the ghost ship, unfortunately. Tanjo about to go have to be like, what is happening here? Looking on Tanjo's map, and the things he has left are Windfall Fire and Ice checks and the Windfall letter checks. Tanjo got Maggie's letter somewhere. That must be what we stored in Earth Temple.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Okay.
That'd be my guess. Tanjo, hear my voice across the cosmos. And go back to fly across.
Tanjo gets storage here. We're gonna go to 2-Eye Reef, store that lookout platform, come back and get the shard. So, yeah, poor Tanjo. This is just like talk about the ultimate punishment for such a small mistake. Although I suppose to some extent it could potentially benefit Tanjo because he has the full shard. He knows he just needs light arrows, and he might get to avoid checking fire and ice checks that other people have already checked. So that could help him out a little bit. Depending on the order in which he finds things. But my guess is he's going to last location, the fly across check.
I really think Tanjo's hoping that it's like Moblin's letter or something.
Yeah. And that's probably just going to lead to bait bag. One thing we know is it can't be in Hyrule. Bait bag, at least. Could still be on ankle, I suppose, if the Tingle statue is on Windfall, but when you get this far and you don't have any Tingles, you don't have all the Tingle statues yet, it's more likely that ankle is just nothing, and one of the Baron locations you got hinted at just was the whatever Tingle statue you're missing, you know what I mean?
Alright, my guess is that bait bag is Cafe Bar Postman from Maggie's letter.
I could see that. That makes sense.
Be the only thing that makes sense at this point because can't be in a Baron location led to something, so.
True. That's a very good point. We're all going left side first. Yeah, the reason I like not doing left side first is because left side takes like twice as long to full clear as the basement, and you can just skip left side.
Alright, chat, everyone look at Alex's screen. It looks like a bunny, right? You can see the sideways bunny? Thank you! I'm not crazy! Just weird.
I can see. So the thing that here's the thing.
Every 2 weeks, Mac.
Yeah, technically there's a race every week. 1 week is a fun race, and the other week is a tournament settings race. Although since we're between tournaments, we've sort of combined the two and just done testing races. Advo is going to be done with the seed now.
Advo's in go mode.
Yeah. So what? Very nice.
I guess what we'll see what Cafe Bar Postman is.
True, Tanjo's gonna check it, so you'll get to have your answer.
I'm convinced it's Baybag.
I believe you.
If it's not,
I believe that you're convinced.
where else is it gonna be?
Great question. What if this was Moblin's letter, and then that was bait bag? Then what
It
would you
could
do?
be. I would cry.
It's probably just me. Good call.
Had me worried there for a second, Elijah. I just realized
Well,
I've been watching without audio for like the past hour.
I haven't had the audio on either. Alex. Paula will get go mode in Earth Temple Basement. Tanjo will get go mode. Well, Tanjo is not looking great for Tanjo, because now he's going to check Big Pig, which is nothing. And Alex will also get go mode in Earth Temple Basement, so...
I can't wait for Advo to kick my ass in the in-person tourney.
It wouldn't be anything personal. He just does that to everybody.
See, but it's gonna hit different, Elijah.
When it happens in person.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't start physically kicking people, I guess, after the race.
Are you going?
Am I going?
Yeah.
To be determined.
Heard.
Yeah, there's not really much else to say now. No more fan theories, really. We have all the information. Big Pig was a purple rupee.
The Advo didn't even track Hero's Charm. That's how much he doesn't care. Because tracking it at that point is a time loss.
Technically, you could track it like while this cutscene plays. Like, if you're tracking other things, then and not losing time, then you can track the Hero's Charm and not lose time. I mean, like,
you know what? You're not wrong. Hey, what's up, Shadow?
Welcome in, Shadow. Welcome to the chat. I hope you like Wind Waker Randomizer, because that's what we're here for today.
Oh, Tanjo hasn't saved Grandma yet?
Tanjo's just like, as it gets closer and closer, the realization becomes more and more that that check that we unfortunately couldn't get like an hour and a half ago is
necessary.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go do it, and I don't know what strategy he's gonna impose to go and do it with, but
see, what I'm worried about is that Tanjo's gonna go to Flycross. And then he's gonna do... Ooh, nice shot, Advo. Coven, thank you so much for the raid. Tanjo's gonna get Fire and Ice from either Ghost Ship or from Fly Across, and then he's not gonna do the other check respectively, and he's gonna go check Fire Mountain and Ice Ring.
Yeah. I think probably Ghost Ship is gonna be the one that he goes to first, because it seems like right now Flycross is just gonna be his last location.
Has the seed? It's a Trez seed.
I mean, Tanjo could also just check. I mean, Tanjo might even check Hyrule before. Obviously not Mage Chest, because we know that's empty, but could check Master Sword Chamber check.
Ooh.
Almost double crit. When we did the random settings race the other day, I didn't get any crips, and I was like, this is terrible. I hate this game. I've never played it.
I can't hit crips. I've hit, I think, once ever in my career.
I used to, like, get it all the time. And then when you get it, like, 15 times in a row, and you think, oh, I've got this down, and then you stop getting it, you're just like, I hate everything. This is pain.
Alright, well, Tanjo's doing Ghost Ship.
Yeah, it's about to be time to go check Fire Mountain and Ice Ring. Tanjo.
No, he pulled up fly across on his tracker.
He's finally.
I think
he's
he
throwing
knows.
in the towel. So, is Koala gambling Earth Temple basement, or do they just not have another shard?
I think Koala just came from ET basement.
So they're missing the one on top of Headstone? Or is this a different shard that we're missing on Koala's side?
I don't know.
This is peculiar to me. I am confused.
Also, Advo had just enough magic to do that.
Beautiful. I don't know, Tanjo, your win might be correct already, actually.
Tanjo looks a little defeated.
Yeah, it's been a rough seed for Tanjo. He actually very reasonably could finish and probably will finish in second place, actually, despite everything that happened, because he is about to get go mode.
I'm thinking Walla might check Big Pig as well.
Yeah. I don't know what shard Koala's missing then.
What did Advo just do? So Advo did a grapple skip.
Attempted.
Well, he attempted. Unfortunately, it is very easy to fall and fail grapple skip if you don't know exactly what you're doing. Not that Advo doesn't know what he's doing, but it's still easy to mess up.
Yeah.
Aw, Tanjo looks defeated.
The thing is, while that cost Tanjo a ton of time, honestly, he's still going to finish in second place.
Has Koala done Horseshoe?
Oh, maybe it's Horseshoe. That could be it. It's probably Big Pig into Horseshoe for Koala then. Yep, that appears to be what the strategy is. Unless Koala's plan is to last location Horseshoe. That's also, I think, potentially an option.
I mean, with the location of the leaf, I don't blame them.
True. It's tricky because when there's stuff in... So here's the way that it's probably worth looking at. When there is stuff... There it is. Alright. Very nice, Advo. I respect it.
GG's to Advo.
The thing is, when you find, like, required items in Forbidden Woods, which we had something in Forbidden Woods, right?
Yes, we had Mirror Shield in Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, which is required for the Earth Temple basement. Hard required for that check that we needed to have the shard in. So, in theory, right, the Horseshoe check on its own is no less likely than, like, anything in Forbidden Woods individually.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll be able to get an interview with Advo here.
Alright, Advo said yes.
Nice.
Alright, they are in the waiting room.
Welcome
GG's, Mr. Advocate.
GG's, Advo.
Thank you.
So, what'd you think of that seed?
The leaf placement, how about it?
We had Trace I asked for Trace to roll it, so I can't complain. But yeah, that was... I mean, it was pretty... The one nice thing about the leaf placement is that you could figure out that it wasn't Tot G. Like, especially after you got Grapple on, like, Zunari, it was obvious that it was. But even... I was, like, thinking about it when I got Fire and Ice Arrows on DRI.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like... If there's a key in basement, you need to get in there. And Fire and Ice being leaf-locked means that you need leaf to clear DRC.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, since Tachi was on the way to Goma, it had to have something, obviously. It could have been, at that point, it still could have been Grapple, so I wasn't, like, super sure.
Yeah.
But at the point I got Grapple, it was, like, 100% obvious, so I just did Tachi then.
Yeah.
It was pretty cringe how late it was.
True. We spent probably the first hour of this race trying to, like, decipher Windfall's path to Goma, but Tachi is path to Goma, but DRC is path to Tachi, and we're sitting here and we're, like, trying to figure everything out, and it was just a...
Yeah.
It was a clusterfuck, really.
Yeah, it really was.
Advo, we have some people in the chat telling you that you did amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an incredible run.
I got quite lucky with, like, not having to get bait bag by storing Angular and getting that shard that way.
Yeah, bait bag was on
Maggie's letter.
Maggie's letter.
Oh, that's cringe.
Yeah.
Which you are the only one that didn't go through with that. So
yeah. I mean, I would have done it, like, after Ghost Ship.
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, Tanjo fell at the very, very beginning doing the fly across DRI strat and sort of, like, just decided to last location that apart from Hyrule, and basically did everything except the Fire and Ice checks, and then had to go back to that.
That really sucks, yeah.
It was unfortunate.
how does grapple skip work? You've never heard of it? Well, either Tanjo or Koala is going to be doing that next, so we can explain it as they're going through it.
I couldn't explain how it works.
Yeah. How does it work? Do any of us really know how it works?
I don't know why I can jump through that chain.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Sometimes you could just phase through things in Wind Waker without even having to have chest storage or whatever. Sometimes collision is just nothing.
But yeah, this seed was really lucky for me. Also, like, doing Ghost Ship that instantly, like, not Windfall or something. I did Ghost Ship, not in, like, expecting that I get light arrows. It was just because, like, if I get Moblin's letter and Maggie has my light arrows, that would be kind of sad.
Oh, yeah.
And I could get the mail pretty fast with it.
Yeah. One of the things we were thinking about was, or the question I had was, when you went into Tachi and warped back and finished DRC,
I feel like the question will be if I thought that I could, like, use the ice arrow platform to go up, which doesn't make any sense.
Oh, no. My question was going to be, did you also consider just, like, doing Tachi and waiting till you get Leaf and then going to DRC with Leaf from Forbidden Woods instead? Did you think about that at all either? Or?
Not really, no.
Because that's what Tanjo did, which was pretty interesting too. Because
Tanjo did Tachi without bombs.
Yeah, he went in and did most of Tachi without bombs, and then
interesting.
He came back when he got Grapple. And he got the Leaf from that, and then went and did. And when he got Grapple, then he went into Forbidden Woods and went back into DRC and Tachi from Forbidden Woods, and then did DRC first, then did Forbidden Woods, then checked the Forest Haven checks, took the glowy thing back into Forbidden Woods.
Damn. Pedro making use of all the warps we have.
Yeah. And then went back into Tachi and finished Tachi.
And that's why 4-dungeon race mode is cool.
I will say,
in defense of that, you could you'd only need 3-dungeon race mode to do that, really.
Yeah, but it's way less likely.
Yeah, Tanjo had a nice all-over recovery, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it were me, I probably would have done Fly Across as soon as I got Leaf. But I could see why Tanjo put it off.
I would definitely have last location it as well. There's like no, it's so slow.
Yeah, and sometimes when you have something like that happen to you, you're almost kind of, you realize, I don't have a chance to come back unless this is nothing anyway, so I just have to hope it's nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, Tanjo did that so fast I wasn't even able to explain the grapple skip.
Like I said, I can't explain it. You just backflip a few times, hold shield, and jump through the chain.
Yeah.
It even works like without, like there are so many different setups for this. It's actually funny.
Wait,
Yeah.
really? I only know of the one setup.
There are swordless and itemless setups, and then there's like one for SD where you have a different, where you use like dry rolls because the backflips are different or something. There are like a million setups. The most like important ones were like for spoiler log for the swordless category.
Yeah. The crawling ones were like crazy. Do you remember those?
Oh yeah, I remember.
They're like so bizarre where it's like you have to crawl forward 3 times and then backwards 2 times, and it's just crazy.
GG's Tanjo.
Tanjo.
Yep, GG's Tanjo.
Damn, slightly missing that sub 2.
Yeah.
Alright, if Tanjo joins us, I'm gonna make sure he knows.
Looks like he's going to.
Yeah, Tanjo. Link's dad! Let's go, Link's dad!
And
Tanjo,
Tanjo
thank
rating.
you for the raid. A full stack of viewers.
Welcome on in, Tanjo.
64 people.
Hello.
GG.
GG's.
Tanjo, nice recovery.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We all have to talk about the elephant in the room here.
I know. First try command melody skit. It's wacky,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I've never seen you do that before, actually.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah.
So, how much was the tension building the entire time about fly across? Like,
Well, you know, I kind of committed. Like, I'm just gonna leave this. And then, like, I knew that my first bow had to be in logic towards the end game. So I had, like, you know, ghost ship and then the 2 checks I gambled until G left. And then I got the bow and I was like, okay, the only thing that can be spiky at this point is, like, Maggie's letter, Tingle statue, or the last bow. And, like, the Tingle statues were low sphere, so I don't think it was that because DRI is pretty late logically. So I was like, okay, I guess this is probably lights, so I need to go back and do this vanilla.
yeah,
So that was
knowing
well said.
yeah, knowing it was spiky was definitely pretty helpful.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. But yeah, overall run pretty clean. I would say no mistakes for sure.
I mean,
I really like. Oh, sorry.
that bombless Taji.
Yeah, you know, I thought, like, you know, grapple has to be in here. You know, Tachi path to go down. So like, all right, grapple in the first check. No, okay, let's just skip bombs. No, not left side either. Let's go a little deeper. Still no grapple. And then I go back to Zenari and he gives me grapple.
That's why the fire and ice on fly across were like especially helpful because like with hints, you could like kind of think that like it could also be leaf because like fire, like you need either fire and ice or leaf to get like into basement if you don't have grapple, like for the key. And like if you know fire and ice are leaf locked, it already like makes it a few less things it can be. So I was like thinking of when I got it, like, is leaf in?
Yeah.
In touchy.
So GG Koala.
GG's Koala.
GG.
One thing I definitely wanted to mention to you too, Tanjo, was the way you did the DRC Forbidden Woods Tot G dungeons together after getting everything. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that was my golden ticket to recovery. And then I forgot, so I stored a spiky chest for Calidamers, right? And then I was like, oh, I need to take the portal because I need to get my item. And then I was like, wait a minute, I don't need to take the portal. What am I doing? But then I remembered the warp, and it just puts me back into dungeon. So I was like, okay, now I can check, you know, Forest Haven and Orca.
What was in that chest? That was the Picto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the thing we were worried about too, because like I was like, oh yeah, but now doing the Forest Haven checks kind of sucks. But then Momo mentioned, oh, but there's the warp that takes you back in. I'm like, that's fucking perfect. It's like actually too good.
It's actually too
like,
good.
Yeah, it's kind of broken.
Yeah, because now you can check Orca, and if you need to take the warp pot, you can just warp back in the dungeon. It's easy.
True, and it's so much better than the getting to the Tot G warp too. Yeah. GG's Koala. Welcome in.
GG's.
Hi, GG's. Can I just say, when Stone Tablet wasn't a leaf or a grapple, my brain turned off. I was shocked when that was not a leaf or a grapple.
It was like you have to go deeper moment.
Well, I couldn't go deeper. That was the problem. I think I last locationed that grappling.
Koala, I wrote down a question for you, and we have some theories, but I just wasn't sure. In DRC, right before the boss door, you stored one of the chests, and then you went in using the boss key. Did you just not realize you had boss key, or
what happened is I forgot I picked up the boss key until I got storage, and then I went, oh well. I need to open the chest anyway. It's spiky, so I might.
At that point, you just do grapples, do big key skip just to show it off on restream.
No, what's even worse? I got trolled by that magtail for a long time.
I saw that too.
Yeah, that was rough. We thought you were just trying to flex on everybody with the chest storage, honestly.
No.
You just don't have to look at the cutscene of opening the chest, right? It's faster.
Oh, right, that's
I'm sure.
Exactly. Yeah, it's faster when I lose 90 seconds to a magtail trolling me.
But is it faster if you have to menu and then figure out what you stored?
That's also true.
That's
what we were talking about.
True. The only thing, Tandra, that went wrong, I think, with the dungeon cycle route thing, the only thing that went wrong with it was not getting the Goma storage. That would have been pristine.
Yeah, I tried, but
it was so unlucky. It was like the tail was like just out of the range, and you didn't get the hit marker. It was so sad.
Here's what I want to know. I'm really curious. What order did everyone get their grappling hook?
Oh,
I got it, but even before, I went into DRC, did like a few things in there, then like went out. I think did I have? No, I didn't have it. Otherwise I would have. Yeah, then I went out, did like a few other things, like found grappling hook, and then went into Tachi.
Yeah. See, I did DRC, pot room and below, and then got the pearl. I went to Tachi, went to the leaf, and then save quit, and then got the grapple.
I think the order you guys got grapple was the order that you guys finished in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, who got it first? Yeah. And so another thing that went wrong. I mean, a lot of things went wrong. Ghost ship. See, I went to Ghost Ship, and then it turns day, and it ends up being my Fire and Ice. Fantastic.
Ghost Ship was my lights.
Mine too.
Oh,
yeah. Was my...
It should have been my light.
Oh, call it now.
Andrew had a moment.
Tandro had a mishap.
Yeah, I fell down climbing DRI. I thought you could ESS back. I tried ESSing back, but
that's it's so weird to do that. I got it like sometimes, but other times I was drowned. I have no idea.
Yeah. What I should have done was got on the Beetle, hitched a ride all the way around to the other side of the island, and try again.
The good old hitchhike all the way around.
Probably would have saved you more time in the long run.
In the long run, yeah.
But that's been very slow if it was just like Moblin's letter or something.
Right, yeah. I was hoping it would be like Boomerang. When I got the Boomerang in DRC, I was like, one less item that chest could be.
Like, this isn't great.
Yeah, same thing with Bait Bag.
Advum was the only one that didn't get Bait Bag.
Yeah, that's what was pretty huge for me. I did like Tot G, Cabana, Ice Ring, FW, Forest Haven, stored top of Angular, and then went into ET with that.
I peeked top of Headstone before I had Bait Bag, saw it was the shard, and I went and stored the lookout platform at 2 high.
Same, yeah. But I was
that's
doing
what
that.
Everyone did.
I did that because I was hoping Big Bag was DRI, and then it wasn't. Very
Oh,
sad.
I did that just because I was hoping I'd find my last 2 shards in ET, but I did not. I only found
Right.
one of them.
Yeah, I also was like kind of hoping that ET was more loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, where was your last shard, Koala?
Golf.
Horseshoe. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I got like perfect leafless horseshoe, and it was like I saw the spiky chest, and I'm like, oh yeah, if this is something good, this is a huge thing for this race. And then it was a shard.
I
Sedge.
as soon as I
Yeah.
realized that that my lights could not be leaf locked, I just decided to ignore golf. I was like, I don't want to do this at all.
Yeah,
That's
that
fair,
makes sense.
honestly.
And then I maybe should have reevaluated that after I had already found lights.
Yeah. Something that did
Um,
work out for me, getting the 2 bows back to back, was that I didn't have to do a single fire and ice check. So
Yeah.
I guess that saved me some time
True.
somehow. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
I at
guess
least skipped
did a
Fire
lot of
Mountain.
fires. Yeah, I skipped Fire Mountain, but I did ET left side and Ice Ring. So
Yeah,
Same.
it's one of those moments too where you and Tanjo and Koala ended up also doing Big Pig, I believe.
Yeah.
Mhm. I was
And,
hoping that was bow.
yeah.
I skipped Big Pig.
well, you missed out on that sweet 50 rupees.
It was
I got-
pretty sweet.
I got Hero's Charm though, and
Yeah,
for the fans, I even equipped it.
I also
saw
equipped
that.
Ice Charm. I'm
Respect.
shocked that you equipped it, Advocate.
I equipped it right
Respect.
before the last hit of to Ganondorf.
Mad respect to Advo.
Just like for the fans, right at the end. I was
I
like
mean-
thinking of going into the menu, hovering over equip, and just leaving it in the menu.
You would have made
No.
some enemies.
Advo,
GG's to Alex.
we legit
GG's to
talked
Alex.
about it as well, being like, I don't think he's gonna equip it.
Yeah.
So GG's
I
to
always
Alex.
joke because I always equip the Hero's Charm, but in this seat I probably wouldn't have even gotten it. So,
True.
as I say,
We got the
Where's the other
tray seat I
bottle?
we got the tray seat I asked for.
true. Trez really did some work on this one.
Honestly, the hints confused me more than anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, outside of the hints being a little confusing, I actually don't think that seed was that bad.
Oh yeah, we spent like an hour. I don't know if you were here when we said this before. We told Advo, but in the restream and in the chat, we spent like an hour at the beginning trying to decipher what the hints could possibly even mean.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing: without the hints, I wouldn't have gone DRC when I did. Because at a certain point, I was like, "There's a pearl in DRC, and my grapple and leaf are in Tatji." Clearly,
Mhm.
and I was 2/3 right, but that 1/3 I was wrong was pretty important.
And
Tanjo you really redefined the dungeon rush in this particular scene.
Yeah, spice it up.
You were in DRC with like nothing, and then you were in like Tatji with even less than nothing, and then like it was pretty epic. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. It was fun, I guess.
Mhm.
Where's the other bottle? I guess it's like Fire and Ice something? Ice Ring?
Mini boss in Tatji, one of the ones that you elected not to return for.
Yeah, I see.
I don't remember where the other one was, but
Outside of Goma.
oh, that's right.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that fairy, I was like not nice to me.
Oh, that was so
I went
funny.
I took the pot and wanted to go through the like where I came from and threw the pot onto the stairs,
Mhm.
and you cannot pick up fairies when you're above them on stairs.
Mm.
I learned that today.
That was my big brain. See, I stored that bottle, so I didn't even have to try and get that fairy. I got my fairy at Tower of the Gods.
Yeah.
Yo, my link has been updated. Thank you.
My link is finally on there after like 2 years.
Mine too. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys did really well, respectively, for what this race was.
Yeah, this seed was pretty bad.
God damn it, Trez.
If only we had
Listen,
iReefs on Sag.
Dude. Last location, every single one of them. Nice checks.
But yeah. Last chance to vote, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Everyone.
Last
That's
day.
true. That ends
I feel-
tonight, doesn't it?
I
If
feel
you
like
are a Wind Waker runner or speed runner or whatever, and you would like to possibly have a say in our season 5 settings, there is a Google Docs where we're having a poll. You can put your things in. I cannot speak apparently, and it ends at 11:59 EST.
in like 45 minutes, right?
Monkass.
EST.
If you want to see like more spicy plays like Tanjos, you should vote for 4 dungeon race mode.
There you go. Yeah.
It's way more likely if you with 4 dungeon race mode.
Yeah.
No manipulating going on here.
Yeah, you can see some spicy plays from me in round 1 and then I got knocked out because of it, and then it's up to Advo and the rest to carry on with the spicy plays.
I think the spiciest play is doing maze, even though it's hinted barren.
There you go.
Imagine it has like a bottle, and then you put something, or like I don't know whatever it is, maybe a shield, and you like go in there and like maybe I don't have to find the other shield. Imagine if that would happen. Your go mode is like a shield, and you know that there's one in Lights Maze. That would be pretty funny.
I think your go mode is a hook shot, and you know it's in light maze, but then you do more cover anyways to flex.
Imagine your go mode is hookshot, you gamble high roll, you see the spiky chest in MSC, and it's just a second wallet. They will haunt me for the rest of my days.
Man.
That sounds brutal.
Well, is there any other questions for our runners? Or for our trackers and or commentators?
No, thank you for volunteering. Thank you for racing, everyone. Happy Father's Day.
Yep. Thank you for ADN for restreaming, and for ZSR for having a restream for us today, so we can showcase these fancy new Wind Waker isms that we have now. That's pretty cool.
Before I forget, Tanjo, Elijah and I have a proposition for you.
Uh-oh.
I don't remember what this is about.
Great Fairy Chart.
Oh, yeah, that, okay. I said, so what I said was, at one point, when everybody got the Great Fairy Chart, which I guess you stored it, Tanjo, so, in Earth Temple, but other people opened it, and, so my proposition was, I always thought it would be funny is if somebody did like a sort of like secret phantom patch on, obviously this wouldn't work for how the randomizer works now, whereas there was a secret phantom like patch for the Wind Waker randomizer that just made it to where like, if it always put like the Great Fairy Chart in Logic, and if you didn't have it, the barrier just didn't break. And so you wouldn't ever really realize it, right? Because most of the time you're going to pick it up, right? Because you're always basically full clearing the in-logic stuff. And you're going to go, oh, cool, the Great Fairy Chart, whatever. And then, but the time when you like just happen to be lucky enough to skip whatever check it's in, and you try and break the barrier and it doesn't break, what an April Fool's joke that would be. Like, what's going on? I have the full Master Sword. The barrier's not breaking.
Where was the Great Fairy Chart?
The
end
Floor
of
Masters.
foggy room with floor masters.
Yeah.
Can you actually can you see that chest like with telescope from the other side? Because then you could have skipped the Floor Masters room entirely.
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know.
I was like thinking of that in the race. I knew that the end of Floor Master was or like not the kill all Floor Masters was a small key, so
right. Yeah.
If you just peek that chest, you can just like skip the small key.
Maybe. We'll have to do some testing.
Fancy.
Yeah, I'm sure peaks will be explored.
Yep.
So, yeah, GG's.
GG.
GG's, everyone.
Jeez.
Cheers to season 4. Or 5.
Both. Or both.
I like season 4.
Yeah, I
Right.
enjoyed season 4.
Season 4 got me into the rando, so I like it too.
Same.
Yeah.
Definitely better than season 3.
Yeah, because Momo and I were here, exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
exciting.
Season 3 those were dark times.
Thought everyone loved starting with the bait bag.
Yeah,
I forgot that was the thing.
it was a thing.
I mean, I guess you could start with bait bag if you random
gonna
starting
vote.
items.
I was gonna say, if you got to vote for that random starting item, we could still start with bait bag.
Yeah.
I'm indifferent about random starting item at this point.
Same.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, I'm pretty I have no strong feelings one way or the other is the answer, I think, that was chosen on the thingy.
Alright.
This might be the time where we could wrap things up, right?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
time for me to free you guys.
Oh, finally,
Free me.
I'm free from the
Save me.
basement. Get me out of the basement. I need sunlight.
Oh man, so that is the last event for this weekend. We've got a couple of Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup events coming up later this week, and then the next Wind Waker Randomizer is going to be the bi-weekly tournament settings race next Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So thanks everyone for catching this race. It was actually pretty fun. And we will go ahead and raid our friend Gymnast. And it was nice to have you all here. Thanks so much for the commentating and the tracking and the running.
Thank you for doing the race stream.
No problem.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.